Episode 6 of the Fantasy Draft franchise here in MLB The Show 25. We are 37-36. Not great. 2 games back in the division. In the wild card, we are holding on to a wild card spot right now. We're only 2 games back behind the Astros, so we have a 4-game set versus right now. Continuing down the rotation, today we are pitching with our number 4 pitcher, Aaron Nola, who has a 2.72 ERA on the season. He's been killing it for us. Hopefully that continues here. Another home game for us. Nola on the mound. There you can see the ERAs. Bibby and Nola having phenomenal seasons. Kikuchi having a pretty good season. Expect better out of Imanaga. Grant Holmes, he's the number 5 starter. Take a look at the lineup. Profar, Birdie, not bad. Julio Rodriguez, not bad. Soler would like to be doing better. Tristan Casas is doing really well. John Kenzie Noel still on a cold streak. He saved his job last episode because he went 3 for 3 with 2 doubles and a home run for us. Langoliers not doing well. Luis Acuna, hitting for way more power than I expected. 7 home runs. And IKF, he is mainly a defensive player anyway. Bench, Pajes and Hernandez doing better than they were, so good to see that. Only person on a cold streak for us is Noel, batting 173 on the season still. Marcus Semien and Mark Canha on cold streaks for them, while Wilson Contreras and Lane Thomas are on hot streaks.
We have an absolute treat.
Nola versus Yamamoto here, pitcher's duel, on paper at least. Alright, Nola. Geraldo Perdomo lead things off here.
And there's a foul ball.
Start things off with the first pitch strike. Second pitch, nice circle change there. Perdomo, 3-pitch strikeout to start things off. Mark Canha up now. He's only batting 217 on the season. He's on a cold streak. And he pops that one up to IKF. Now comes Wilson Contreras. That was such a good knuckle curve there. Great cutter to follow it up. Contreras is on a hot streak. He's been batting really well this season. Just barely misses on that circle change. Good take. Just barely misses on that knuckle curve, man. Wilson Contreras, I do not remember you being this patient when you were with the Cubs. That's more like it. Strike 3. Phenomenal first inning there from Aaron Nola. And we are facing Yoshinobu Yamamoto. 3.38 ERA on the season.
And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
John Birdie leading things off here. Take ball 1. Now, Stros, again, we're fighting for the division lead with them. Would like to get this series off to a good start. Birdie up the middle, but the shortstop is able to range over to get him out. Hit it a bit too slow. A bit too slow as the shortstop was able to range over there. Profar whiffs on that one. Way too late on it. Chase it out of the zone. Oh man, I should have swung at that one. 0-2 count here to Profar. 1-2 count here to Profar.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Foul ball on that splitter.
1 out, base is empty.
Does throw a curve. Curve I gotta watch out for. Splitter though, that one's hit up the middle. Line drive, single into center. Julio Rodriguez up now. And that is a cutter in on the hands. Middle in, but it's just going to be a routine flat center.
Thomas makes the catch. Runner tagging for first. Now he throws on the brakes and returns safely to first.
Jorge Soler, only batting 223 on the season, but he's been hitting for good power.
3 runs in yesterday's game. And First off,
Timed that one up well. That was a pretty hittable pitch.
Soler, 33 years old,
Unfortunately, just
and
fouled
he's
back.
driven 8 runs over his last 10 games.
Oh, chased that one and was late.
He's looking pretty sharp to start the ball game. He's got that good fastball working early.
Sends him
Throws me on the fastball low and away.
all set for the
Not able to
third
take
inning.
advantage of the one out
The
single.
veteran outfielder, Ian Happ.
Ian Happ
First pitch, and he
just misses for ball one. Over 15 with 7 strikeouts versus Nola in his career is insane.
And Ian swings through it.
Alright, try knuckle curve here.
He caught it, but
Great fielding there from Aaron Nola. That'll be an out.
get the out. Connor Wong up next for the Astros. Right through there for a strike.
Connor
I
Wong.
think anyone was surprised to see Nola have success in the majors. He was a star in college, playing for LSU, becoming a finalist.
Try a sinker in on the hands here.
14 Golden Spikes Award. He's one of the
Ooh, that one ended up catching all of the zone. Luckily, it's hit the birdie.
Birdie fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Paven Smith.
2 out, space is empty. And next to hit for Houston, Pavin Smith. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that's just
Fastball right down Broadway. Got away with one there.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Popped up.
Get there, Noel. Get there, Noel. Get there, Noel. Not able to get there, and he fucking misses fielding it.
Safely into second. He's got a double.
Oh, John Kenzie.
whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be
Batting sub 200, and he's an awful defender.
Definitely got that pitch on the outside of the cap a little bit, but he made it work for him.
That's in there.
Good knuckle curve there.
Runner at second, 2 down. As we play game 1 of
Marcus Semien is on a cold streak. Can we get him? He is
2 balls, 2 strikes.
someone that I always struggle with in these games. Doesn't matter that he's on a cold streak, he's still going to have a battling 9 billion pitch at bat because he's impossible to get out, but luckily I do get him out.
Center field.
I don't know why, I've said this in the past, Marcus Semien always kills me in these games. I don't know what it is about him, I always struggle versus him. He always has battling at bats and he usually ends up getting at least 1 hit off me.
Swing and a miss.
Just early on that fastball, just below the knees. Come on, Costas.
Yamamoto's bag of tricks is an actual bag that he carries around. Inside the bag, he keeps a yoga mat, wooden blocks, tiny soccer balls, and mini javelins. He
0-2
uses all
here to
that
Costas.
for his warm-up routine.
Swing and a
Splitter
miss.
below the knees, misses it.
It's a strikeout.
John Kenzie Noel.
The play. John Kenzie Noel. And that is
Early on that one.
Yamamoto's warm-up includes doing headstands and walking on his palms. He uses blocks to work on body
That was the
positioning,
pitch to hit this inning.
throws mini soccer balls into a wall to warm up his arm, and then heads to the field to throw mini javelins. I don't think anyone else is stealing his pregame routine anytime soon.
Fuck.
fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
3 straight strikeouts for Yamamoto. I am not able to touch him.
For the A's. He
Oh,
doesn't get the call.
okay.
Ball 1.
That was a perfect pitch there. Unfortunately for him, the umpire decides to not call it a strike for some reason. Oh my god. His splatter, his splitter and his slider. I cannot read those pitches. I cannot read any of his pitches out of his hand.
In the air, left.
Drop, 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 drop. Thank you.
Is a foul ball. No score here in the second.
I would like to be raising Yamamoto's pitch count more, especially with the strikeouts he's racking up, but,
Right side.
yeah, he's getting everybody out in like 5 pitches or less.
And that
I'm not going to raise his pitch count if he's getting 3 pitch strikeouts and shit like that.
ballpark. Well, here we go.
All right, Lane Thomas up.
Scoreless game. Here's Lane Thomas. Right through there for a strike. Thomas went deep in his
Lane Thomas, the number 8 hitter, is tied for the team lead in home runs, and what the hell? Where did that one miss?
1 ball, 1 strike.
I guess that's a makeup call to them for that Yamamoto call last half inning, because that one was very, very much in the strike zone.
Good eye in that spot.
That knuckle curve should be a good strikeout pitch for Nola. It normally is. Unfortunately, this Houston team is super fucking disciplined, apparently.
Popped up. Casas moving under this one.
I don't know how he was able to pop that one up. I thought that was a pretty low pitch.
And
It was.
Stepping in for the Astros, Casey Schmidt.
Casey Schmidt.
And takes low for ball one.
Release point. I got the release point right on that pitch. It just didn't end up where I aimed it.
Foul ball there. The 1-1 is fouled off.
He was late on the changeup, so it makes sense to go in with the heater. Blew the heater by him. Thank you.
That K is his third of the game.
And
Stands in for the second time.
not gonna call that one a strike apparently.
Next offering is in.
Umpire's squeezing us. That's kind of how MLB The Show goes. Unless you have it that way the variable strike zone isn't on, you usually will not get any strike calls. Strike 3 on the circle change. Thank you. Now can our offense please do something? Anything. Even if it's just raising his pitch count.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Cutter right down the middle, timed up well, did nothing with it. He's not been making any he's been hardly making any mistake pitches. And when he has, our batters have just tapped him foul or made easy outs. Another 3-pitch strikeout. Yamamoto very well could throw a complete game shutout this game. At this rate.
In the box with one away as he takes ball one.
IKF, ground ball to short, splitter, right down the middle, timed it up well, routine ground ball. What more can I do? When he makes mistake pitches, I've been timing him up for the most part. Fastball, right down the middle, timing good, result, foul ball. If I keep timing up mistake pitches, eventually they're going to pay. I said that at every episode of Franchise. Unfortunately, I'm usually wrong.
And that one almost got him. Straighten him up a little bit.
1 and 2 pitch here to Birdie. Got me with the curve.
Curveball struck him out of the fourth. So now the Astros designated hitter, Mark Canha. That's a strike.
All right, Mark Canha. Canha, 462 average versus Nola in his career.
110 pounds, and he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH.
Strike 3 on the knuckle curve. Thank you. Finally, the knuckle curve actually works like a strikeout pitch.
And that one fouled off.
Wilson Contreras career 238 average versus Nola. And that will rise after this one, as that is a bloop hit into left field.
So a man aboard now with one away. Ian Happ up to hit. This one high in the
That one should be an easy play for Julio Rodriguez.
settles under it. Makes the catch for the out. Now the catcher up to hit. Connor Wong.
Connor Wong, good sinker there. That sinker, not as much.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Got him chasing the knuckle curve, but he fouls it off.
Off of first with 2 away.
There we go, blew the fastball by him.
So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. And we're back.
Profar up.
And here is Jurickson Profar.
Profar has our only hit of the game thus far. Way early on that splitter, that was a hittable pitch.
As this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are
And
turning into
Jurickson Profar now has both of our hits on the game.
stay within the zone. We'll see, but I think they have to.
Next up for the A's, Julio Rodriguez.
Julio Rodriguez up now. We capitalize on the leadoff single. Alright, back-to-back singles to start the inning. Are we finally going to break through versus Yamamoto?
Second now with nobody out.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on.
Jorge Soler up.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working
Ball
on
1.
the opposite field.
Soler,
It doesn't always translate
I think his clutch is a little better than his contact. He's got 72 power versus righty.
And delivers outside.
Could be some action here.
Ball 2.
Pitch, couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Jorge Soler, that is why we have you.
And it is gone.
3-run home run, Jorge Soler, 15th home run of the season.
So digging in,
Hung a slider,
Casas.
bashes it over the wall.
His first time through.
We finally break through versus Yamamoto,
That pitch close
and that is
outside.
the called strike.
Strike one.
And that is a really good backdoor slider.
Away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Swing and a
That was a good curve. I timed it up perfect, but just a chopper right back to the mound where the pitcher actually had to run in to catch it.
The next to hit.
All right, John Kenzie. And that's just a little tapper to third.
Side, a swinging bunt. Tosses across to first. That's out number two. Two down, base.
All right, Shea Langolier's up now.
Catcher, Shea Langoliers. Fly to right his first time.
Shea Langoliers, thank you very much. Solo home run, 385 feet. 6th home run of the season for Langoliers.
Got a run. It's 4-0.
4-0 lead off the back of a 3-run bomb and solo bomb this inning.
He was late there.
I was wondering if we would be able to break through versus Yamamoto. Luckily, we have been able to.
This is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Those first 3 innings, we struggled mightily versus Yamamoto. But we finally break through here in the 4th. Single, home run, and then another home run later in the inning.
Runs already in the frame. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
1-2 count here to Luis Angel Acuna.
Because he never had time to. At that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
2-2 count.
Side.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have
And that is a pop-out. He gets out of the inning, but not before allowing 4 runs on the strength of 2 home runs.
And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the
Pavin
5th.
Smith leading things off here for Houston as he takes ball 1 on the knuckle curve.
Well, these Astros just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
So, a foul
All right,
makes it 1-2.
1-2 count. Circle change here. Got him swinging. Is that 7? 7 strikeouts on the game now for Nola.
Here's Marcus Semien.
Marcus Semien up here.
For a strike. And it's 0-1.
Semien 0 for 7 in his career versus Nola.
Homers in 2021 with the Blue Jays. He parlayed that into a 7-year free agent deal with the Rangers. Up the middle.
Bounces it to Kiner Falefa. Ground out to short.
And Semien is out.
Lane Thomas up now.
He's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him.
Lane Thomas having a great power season. He's batting .467 in his last 8 games too.
Strike one.
Batting .256 on the season with
Now, and almost 5 full
however many home runs he has, leading the team. 9, I think, home runs it said.
I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or
And got him chasing the knuckle curve, but he's able to foul it off.
good enough to get to the finish line.
I have a lot of strikeout number 8. I have a lot of trust in our bullpen. Honestly, 5 innings is good enough for me, but I definitely want to see him go 6. Isaiah Kiner Falefa, high and deep, left field, off the wall. That's going to be a stand-up double for Isaiah Kiner Falefa.
Second with a leadoff double.
Zach Thompson, not a good start for him. First pitch he throws is a double.
Blake's jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Now,
John Birdie.
John Birdie. And that's way high. Ball
Birdie 0 for 2 in the game. He does not fork ball. 180 average with runners in scoring position. He's only got 44
and a
clutch.
second. So a foul ball makes it
Hittable fastball that I timed up well. He just fouls it back.
fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Another fastball with good timing, just fouled back. Come on, birdie. At least advance the runner to third.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
That's all I'm asking. Just advance the runner to third. Or reach base. One of the two. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming here. 2-2 count. Fastball right down Broadway. Swing timing good. Result foul ball. Straight back. Again. Fastball. Middle in. Timing good. Foul ball. Straight back.
You gotta love an at-bat like this. No one giving in.
This one in the dirt.
Has had a lot of hittable pitches. 4 hittable pitches, all timed up well. 3-2 count though. Pitch number 11 is also fouled back.
And it remains 3-2.
I don't know how this at-bat will end, but I'll be sad when it does. So much fun
And
watching this thing go back and forth.
He goes down looking.
strike 3 on a pitch out of the zone.
For 2.
Love to see that. After a long battling at bat, get robbed of ball 4.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats.
Profar 77 clutch, 67 power versus left. Unfortunately, he's just going to have a routine fly out to left on this time. We're not going to be able to take advantage of the leadoff double unless we get a 2-out hit from Julio Rodriguez.
Third there, but throws on the brakes. 2 away now. Next up for the A's, Julio Rodriguez.
Come on, Julio.
For 2. And first
Julio has 79 clutch, only 67 power, 61 vision. He's got 13 home runs on the year, though. Slider, middle in, was late on it, though. 0-2 count, they might be able to get out of this inning. Julio Rodriguez, ground ball to short.
the hole, jump throw.
Safe. I decided to take the risk. Could have had runners on the corners with 2 outs for Soler. I wanted to take the risk and send him, though. I knew that it needed either a subpar throw to first
Foul back. That's out of
and a sub-throw part of the plate to score, but I wanted to take that chance here up 4. It did not work out for us, though. Casey Schmidt up.
and they'll do it again.
0-2 pitch. Not called strike 3. Get him on the circle change, though.
Now it's going to be
Geraldo Perdomo 0-2. Make that 0-3. Julio Rodriguez is right there to catch this one.
Rodriguez makes the grab for the second out.
Mark Canna up now.
Space is empty. Now here's the Astros designated hitter, Mark Canna. Ground ball. Left
Birdie
side.
fields it, sets his feet, throws to first. 6 innings in the books.
Bottom.
Go ahead and warm up Jacob Barnes. I'm not gonna schedule to put him in though.
Hitter, Jorge Soler.
I'm gonna see if Nola can go 7. Did that say, wow, the wind's blowing out 5 miles an hour? Okay. Soler's an absolute lefty killer. 84 power versus lefty. Already has a home run in this game off Yamamoto.
And that's ball 2.
Are they gonna pitch to him, or are they gonna pitch around him as there's a 2-0 count already?
And the slider
Slider, really good backdoor slider there.
Slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolute
3-1 count.
second.
Just, I think they should walk him here to get to Casas.
Throw either.
Fastball, middle up,
Smith.
but he just pops it up. Routine, shallow fly out to right. Oh, that sucks.
Tristan Casas. Up next
I'm never going to pitch to him after the home run, and given he's a lefty killer with Tristan Casas, who struggles versus lefties on deck.
Little bit, trying to put the ball in
And I say that as Tristan Casas hits a single up the middle.
through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Alright, John Kenzie Noel.
Up next for the A's. 0 for 2 in this one. And first
Rips that one, but it's foul. 84 power versus lefty from Noel. Ooh, that forkball had me fooled.
out front.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Alright, 1 and 2 count here.
Casas leads off first with 1 away.
2-2 count now to Noel.
2-2.
Ground ball on a hanging 12-6 curve double play.
And that'll do it for the inning.
Unfortunate.
And welcome back to the ballpark. We
All
go to
right,
the top of the seventh.
3,
Here's
4, 5.
Gutierrez
Part
now.
of the lineup here versus Nola.
Foul
Third
ball.
time through the lineup. I'm taking a chance leaving him in,
And that's in for a strike.
but he's been doing so well through the first 6. I have to give him a chance here.
Next offering misses down and away.
Couple curveballs end up really bad. Got him to chase his circle change in on the hands, but he fouls it off.
Here's the 2-2. That's foul.
Ah, man.
Right side keeps the AB going.
Come on, Wilson. There we go. Struck him out on the knuckle curve. That is punch out number 10 for Nola.
Digits for the game.
Ian Happ.
And first offering is fouled off.
What makes him special is a lot of pitchers lose movement in their stuff the deeper they go into a game, but he's just different. We see plenty of break in his pitches, even when he's running a little.
And strike 3 on the knuckle curve again.
2 in a row.
11 strikeouts on the game now. Connor Wong up.
Pitcher comes up to hit. Connor Wong. That catches the top part of the zone. Strike 1.
And that is going to be a routine fly out to center.
Field.
7 innings of 2-hit shutout ball for Nola.
Calls it in. We're back in a new pitcher.
Go ahead. Scheduled to put in Jacob Barnes for the 8th.
Here to start the bottom of the 7th. Lucas Ersig.
Lucas Ersig, absolute flamethrower coming in here. He hangs the slider, but Langolier is not able to take advantage of it. Fly out to center.
Thomas makes the play. And a quick out number 1.
Luis Angel Acuna up.
For the A's, Luis Angel Acuna.
Ooh, fastball way late on it.
Is fouled off.
A lot of
Fastball
those
belt high
players
middle of the
make
plate.
Early impact this year, and that's exactly what he's done. Lots of extra base hits, and his confidence. seems to
And
be
late on
growing
another
every place.
fastball. There we go, ball 1.
Inside. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th.
And way early on the slider, strike 3.
2 gone now.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up now.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
And the first
Ball
pitch
1.
misses for ball 1. Ersig, 29 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016.
Ball
Outside
2.
low, and a count now 2-0. And that drops in.
Slider drops in for a strike.
2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Lifted
Fastball
right
right down Broadway.
under.
Routine fly out to right field. Out number 3. Nola, great start. Handed over to the bullpen. Jacob Barnes.
Bottom of the mound to start the 8th. Jacob Barnes.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Casas knocks it down and is able to throw out the runner.
Out in the top of the 8th.
Marcus Simeon.
Away, but foul. One down, base is empty. Close, but
I would love it if the ump would call strikes.
swing and a ball
Threw it in his cold zone. It doesn't matter. He absolutely blasts that one off the wall. Like I said, it's Marcus Simeon.
He's got a double.
MLB The Show Marcus Simeon is different. He's going to get a hit off me 100% of the time.
Fastball pretty much
I-
middle, and
man.
fell asleep dreaming
Always
about
struggle
it.
getting him out.
Surprised he put a great swing on it.
One out, and a runner at second, and we're at the top.
Early on the slider, foul tip, strike 3.
To the mid, struck him out. Line drive.
Line drive, IKF right there to snag it though. On to the bottom of the 8th.
Bottom of the 8th.
Ronnie Henriquez.
For the A's, John Birdie. And first offering is fouled off.
Change up right down the middle. Swing timing good.
Kick the pitch.
Foul tipped.
Strike.
That
Well, you got the hitter
I don't know why John Birdie he has good contact.
on the mound. You just want
He has good vision. He does not have good power, but he hits that one for a home run. Way to shut me up, Birdie. 381-foot home run for John Birdie, right when I was about to talk about how he cannot hit anything. 5-0. Jurickson Profar up now. I'm surprised Birdie hit a home run, as we have seen throughout this series. With Birdie, during gameplay at least, it tends to be they throw him pitches down the middle, they're timed well, and he doesn't do anything with them. But he was able to jack that one. Hits that one right to the first baseman, who's standing pretty much on the foul line. Out number 1. Julio Rodriguez up now. Opposite field, that should be an easy play in right field. It is. Soler up now. First pitch fastball, middle up, timing good, whiffs. I was early on that one. Just a little early. That timing was almost good, but it was still a changeup down the middle. Just barely tipped foul. Hits that one up the middle, but unfortunately they were shifted up the middle for him, so that's just a line out. Top of the 9th, Jacob Barnes still in the game, 5-run lead.
That one pushed to the left and foul.
It's 1-2-3 due up this inning. Perdomo is battling. Thrown him the kitchen sink, and he has fouled them all off. But he just stares at that cutter for strike 3. Thank you. Alright, Marcana. And this cold streak continues as he grounds that one to Kiner Falefa. Out number 2. Wilson Contreras up now.
Here comes Wilson Contreras.
No ball. 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. The Stros down to their
And strike 3. A victory for us. Thank you. Great performance from Aaron Nola. Good performance from Jacob Barnes out of the bullpen. Good showing of power from our lineup. Soler, I'd imagine, will be the player of the game. And no, Aaron Nola, yeah, 11 strikeouts. 7 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 11 strikeouts, no walks. Yeah, he deserves it. Barnes, 1 hit, 3 strikeouts, no runs in 2 innings. Langoliers solo home run, Birdie solo home run, Soler 3-run home run. As we walk our way to a 5-0 lead, combined 3-hit shutout for our team. Love to see it. Next episode, we'll be moving on to July and moving on to the draft.